Well, maybe I can do better than some over-the-hill burnout.
Real burnout on the ragged edge.
Hey there, and welcome to TalkWord. This is the show where we dive deep into English words so you can really use them with confidence. And today, oh man, we're talking about a big one, a word you've probably heard and maybe even felt, burnout. So let me ask you, have you ever felt more than just tired? I mean, really, truly drained from your job or your studies? You know that feeling? It's like a bone-deep exhaustion where your motivation just completely disappears. Poof, gone. Yeah, if you know what I'm talking about, you know it's this really complicated, heavy feeling. Well, good news. English actually has a perfect word for it, a word that helps us make sense of it all. All right, so let's get right into it. What exactly is burnout? I mean, we hear this word thrown around all the time, right? Especially when we talk about work and just our general well-being. Okay, so here's the official definition. Burnout is a state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion. It hits you on all levels. But here's the most important part, the cause. It's from prolonged or excessive stress. We're not talking about one bad day or even a tough week here. No, this is what happens after a long, long period of constant, relentless pressure. It just builds up over time. So how can you tell? How do you know if what you're feeling is actually burnout? Well, experts usually break it down into three main signs. Let's really dig into what this feels like, piece by piece. So first up, you've got exhaustion. And this is that deep feeling of being totally, completely out of gas, just empty. Then there's cynicism. This is when you start to feel really negative or distant from your work or your studies. You just don't care anymore. And finally, there's inefficacy. This one's tough. It's that nagging feeling that you're just not good at what you do anymore. Like nothing you do matters or makes a difference. Now, I know what some of you are probably thinking. Wait a second, isn't that just stress? And you know what? That's a fantastic question. They're definitely related, but they are not the same thing. And knowing the difference is super important for using the word right. Okay, check this out. Stress is all about feeling like there's too much pressure, too many deadlines. You feel hyperactive, you're running around trying to do everything at once. It's urgent. Burnout, that's a whole different beast. It's a feeling of not enough. You feel empty, helpless. It's not this frantic rush. It's a slow, chronic drain until you feel like there's nothing left. All right, so that's the theory. But how do you actually use this word in a real conversation without sounding like a textbook? Let's look at a few examples to see it in action. Okay, here's a great one you might hear at work. Employee burnout. See how it's used here? It's not about one person. It's about a company-wide issue. The speaker is basically saying, hey, our team is getting worn out from all the stress. We need to do something to help them. And it's definitely not just for the 9-to-5 world. You can absolutely talk about student burnout. This totally captures that feeling of intense, nonstop pressure that can happen around finals or big projects. And this one is so, so important. Burnout isn't exclusive to work or school. It can come from any major, long-term responsibility in your life, like taking care of family. And notice the phrase here, total burnout. That really paints a picture of being completely and utterly spent. Okay, so why does this word matter so much? I mean, why are we spending all this time on it? It's a really crucial question. It's because words have power. Seriously, when you can put a name to a feeling, it stops being this vague, confusing cloud hanging over you. You can say, I am experiencing burnout. And just like that, it's something real, something you can talk about with your boss, your friends, your family. And you can't start to fix a problem until you can name it, right? So I want to leave you with a little food for thought here. Knowing what burnout means is a great first step. But the real question is, how do we use this knowledge to help ourselves and others? How can we get better at talking about our limits before we actually hit that wall of exhaustion? I really hope this helped you get a better handle on the word burnout. And hey, if you want to keep exploring more English words just like this, you should definitely check out the TalkWord app. You can even create your very own word explanations with our super friendly AI hosts. It's a lot of fun. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you on the next TalkWord.
My parents are gonna think I'm such a burnout.
She looked like a burnout caricature of Jane Russell.